England really cannot miss this. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. Oh, talk about coming up with the goods.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat. Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, and didn't change.
England are looking to save match point. Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So it has all ended in hurts. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle, admirably at times. But when it all mattered, they have fallen ever so slightly short. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Now it's Thuram! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the...
Big chance!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thuram. Looking to play him in. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery charging forward, the ball at his feet. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Takes a shot! No, not this time.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Chouameni. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Hernandez. That has ended up in no man's land. And he was alert to it. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Back where it came from. And a shot! Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Olise. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Upamecano. Hernandez. Olise. Chouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Zaire Emery receives it in a wide... And he shoots! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Koundé did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Zaire Emery taking charge of the dead ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Upamecano for Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. And it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. That pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. Chouameni running with the ball. Great chance! No, that's been intercepted. Olise. He won't be happy with that one. Thuram. And it's Doué. Olise running with intent. Can he get it through? And he's definitely onside. That's good play. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. He can run onto that. And a goal kick. "40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. Koundé. Konate. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe! And the shot! It's a loose ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
France really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
France with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. The second half is up and running. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Mbappe gets across and deals with it. Conte. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's going wide left. And he whips it across. Digne. Mbappe. Olise. It's a searching pass. Now it's Thuram. Spread to the right. And he's quick to return it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Time and again they are repelled. Klaus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's there to get it away. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Doué. Crunching tackle. An instinctive delivery. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's well spotted. Chouameni. Great vision.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
France needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Thuram.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that has not gone well. Olise is onto it in a flash. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And he's intervened well there. That is good alertness. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Conte. And this is Kante. Doué. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
So we have movement on both
21.
benches.
Le numéro 10. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 18.
Knocks it into space.
À leur place.
Oh,
le numéro
some
12.
tackle that.
Le
No
numéro
question
7.
that's a foul.
Le numéro 20.
And he's going to have
Le
his
numéro
name taken.
24. Le numéro 25. Le numéro 6. Changement en cours.
And he welcomes it in. Here, decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
France still ahead by the game's only goal. And it's Doué. Just eases him off the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Colomwani. Oh, shoots! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Colomwani proves just a little bit too strong.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Look at the space here. Cleared without hesitation. And here's Colomwani. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Can he spark a counter here? Time added on will be 2 minutes. Conte. Colomwani makes a dash for it. Good read, needed to be. Tchouaméni clears. And that interception was... And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is Zaire Emery! And that is well cleared. Oh, well played. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Pete...
And the finish! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Chouameni, lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception. And he's quick to get rid. It's a pretty loose pass. Zaire Emery. He'll try from distance. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Zaire Emery is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some...
Goes for a shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his man. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but shot a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That pass has been well intercepted. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Digne. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Zaire Emery. Little pass back. Look at this. He's had a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Conte. Hernandez. Konate. Hernandez. And that's a throw-in. Olise. Olise. Zaire Emery. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Thuram. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's beaten the last man. Shot could be on. Can he finish? And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class. And the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Klaus. And it's Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thuram is in a really good position out wide. Zaire Emery. But he's forced to go back. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
France, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. And here's Thuram. It's a sweeping cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Mbappe!
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Yep, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And a chance! And he should have made it 4.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Upamecano is there, and he can pick it up. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
France are looking to break at pace.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Elise, and he welcomes it in. And the shot! And no mistake! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
France may be down, but not out just yet. So what can they make of this? Chouameni. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Hernandez. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And Konate. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Thuram receives it in a wide position. Olise. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this? And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Conte. Opts for safety. And Koundé. He has found a way through. Olise given the lift of his goal.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Zaire Emery. Great vision. And he's in on chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Conte. Hernandez. Doué. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Olise. The ball's gone astray. And here's Thuram. Space for him to turn and look. Backward it goes. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Conte tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
And that's it. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else, and that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think...
Turan! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Good ball, good take. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass is just off target. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. That is Conte. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Looking for options, for movement.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too...
He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hernandez attempts a clearance. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the finish! And he's managed to get rid. Conte. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Mbappe picks it up out wide. There's the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's nice. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Always goal side.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Carreras crosses it in, and it's claimed by the keeper. Mbappe, Doué, and it's Koundé. Upamecano opts for safety for Olise. That's a good ball out wide. That is Conte, and that's been intercepted. Foot in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Great vision. Now it's Olise. Chance! And they can counter here. Alexander-Arnold. Chouameni. Doué with the foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's quick to return it. Oh, that was vital. And he gets... And a chance! Mbappe. Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's played it in low. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. And it's Valverde. And no, that was never going to make it. Doué. Olise. Could move up a gear here. And here's Thuram. Thuram running with the ball. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And the counter is on. Alexander-Arnold.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And here's Valverde. And he's well positioned here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So we have movement on both benches. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Elise. No, again there's no way through. Tries to think it through. Nice interception, well timed. And there's his chance to lead the counter. So Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Dembele, that's good play, just eases him off the ball.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dembele. Dembele. He is just caressing the ball. And he wins. Oh, greatly! Oh, crossbar! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
It's a good-looking delivery. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Klaus. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Saliba. Just 5 minutes left. Looking tidy in possession here.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Carvajal. Now it's Rodrigo. Threads one in. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Rabiot. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Dembele. Last chance, perhaps. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's taking no chances there. Rodrigo clears. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides